Lip-smackingly delicious, crispy outside, creamy inside, this deep-fried mini bocconcini served hot with a sour sweet tomato sauce will satisfy the cravings for savory and crunchy things we all have time to time. It's easier to make than you think. Ready? Let's get started. First of all, let's drain the cheese. I've used mini bocconcini. They have a perfect one bite size for this appetizer, and cheese is melting super quickly, so you won't have to fry them for a long time. Now let's make the sauce, which comes with a secret ingredient you will know about in a moment. It adds such a sweet sourness to the sauce that makes it pretty much a flavor bomb. But before we get there, let's combine equal amounts of sun-dried tomatoes with canned cherry tomatoes in a small saucepan. If sun-dried tomatoes were in the oil, drain them first. Then add minced garlic, salt, sugar, and white wine vinegar. And cook on low for a few minutes or until it thickens just a little. Let it cool for a moment and then whiz it a few times in a food processor to make the sauce a more homogeneous consistency. And here is the secret ingredient I've been talking about, the pomegranate molasses. Add it to the sauce, mix well, and the sauce is ready for testing the seasonings. Fantastic. So sour and sweet. This is going to be a perfect sauce for our fried cheese. Now let's heat the oil. Deep frying requires quite a substantial amount of oil. To use less, I'm deep frying in a small heavy bottom saucepan like this one. Given the size of bocconcini, it will take about 400 milliliters of vegetable oil. Just make sure the oil has a higher smoking point. In this case, peanut, sunflower, or safflower oil will work the best. Heat up the oil on low until you make the coating for the cheese. For the coating, we will use flour, eggs, and breadcrumbs in 3 separate bowls. Season the flour and breadcrumbs with salt and then add finely grinded cornmeal and garlic powder to breadcrumbs only. Corn will make the exterior of this appetizer crispier, and the seasonings will add another layer of flavor, as bocconcini themselves tend to be quite bland, so a little salt and garlic powder will slightly spice up the things here. Now dust an open platter with a thin layer of breadcrumbs. Here the coated bocconcini will rest before frying. Okay, let's coat the cheese balls. First, dust them in the flour. At this step, you can make many of them at a time. And here is a hack that will help you safely fry the cheese. Grab a bamboo skewer and pierce one flour-coated cheese ball so that it firmly sits on the edge of the skewer. Shake off the excessive flour, dip in the egg wash so that it coats the cheese ball evenly, and then dip in the breadcrumbs. Repeat the egg wash and breadcrumbs steps one more time to have double coating, and place on the platter dusted with breadcrumbs. Do the same with the rest of the cheese, and let's start frying. At this point, the oil should have already reached the desired temperature, which is 190 degrees Celsius or 375 Fahrenheit. For this, we will need any cooking thermometer that holds high temperatures. Carefully place the skewer into the hot oil and add 2 or 3 more to ensure the saucepan is not overcrowded. Fry about a minute or until desired shade of golden, regulating the heat from low to medium to low for the better results. Remove the skewers from the oil, let the oil drip from the cheese, and put them on another plate lined with paper towels to absorb the excessive oil. Skewers are coming off from crispy cheese balls quite easily. Serve the fried bocconcini hot on a tray or parchment paper so that they are not sitting on top of each other but are spread with some space in between to ensure they stay crispy. Sprinkle with finely minced herbs of your choice and enjoy dipping in the sour sweet tomato sauce or on its own. All ingredients are listed in the description below this video, so check them out. Thanks for watching and see you again in the next episode. Ciao!